Hey guys, what up? So if you were a developer in 2007 or 2008 and you did not jump on the iOS bandwagon, you're kicking yourself for it. Well, there's a similar opportunity now, and that's blockchain development. So on etherscan.io, it lists 4,632 ERC20 token contracts out on the Ethereum blockchain. So that's basically how many decentralized apps are floating around on the Ethereum system of apps. So if you don't know what that means, Ethereum, of course, is a cryptocurrency. It's the number two, second to Bitcoin, but it is also a platform for launching your own smart contracts. And a token is a kind of a smart contract. So all of these 4,600 token contracts are just decentralized apps that people have written that are circulating on these Ethereum nodes. So yeah, 4,600 apps is what we're dealing with. It's a small number, and almost all of these are just they're junk. They're basically spam or jokes or something like that, not useful or innovative. So if you have an actual idea for a cool decentralized app, or you have a particularly funny idea for just like a joke app that people could invest in, now's probably a good time to do it. So yeah. And just as another point of reference, on coinmarketcap.com, they list, I think it's 837 currencies, and these are things like Bitcoin, Ripple, forks of Litecoin and Bitcoin and so forth, in addition to some of the more serious Ethereum tokens. So again, that's a small number, and a lot of these have very low 24-hour volume. That is, people aren't really doing much with them. They're pretty much junk. So starting at 466 down, all those have not enough 24-hour volume, trading volume, to even display. So those are kind of like out of the action, with very low market caps for the most part. Well, actually, some of these have pretty high market caps under the low volume category, but who knows what the deal is. A lot of them are junk is the point. So if you have an actual idea, if you want to create some actual value as a developer, now's a good time to do it. That's what I plan to do. Create useful apps, or possibly just very funny, novel apps that people throw money at for some reason. But seriously, I actually want to do some cool stuff in there. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. If you're a developer, you might check it out. It's sort of different than, well, it's definitely different than regular development. The use cases seem to be, the existing ones are like fairly narrow compared to regular app development, it seems. So a lot of the apps that are out there are just like crowd sales, for instance, or decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs. So a lot of the code is very similar, and a lot of the code bases are actually very small, like a few hundred lines of code. So it's easy to just sort of browse through them and basically see that they're copying and pasting each other, which in the last video I think was kind of not the best way to launch a coin, right? But actually, it's not a bad way to do it, because you don't really want to reinvent the wheel when you could introduce bugs. And so if you can find good code and you're just doing a crowd sale or something like that, you don't want to write it yourself. You want to copy someone else's code who's done it well, because if you're doing the same thing as them, why risk the bugs? So, because of course you can't just fix your code after you have a crowd sale. Once you put it out there, it's there for good. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later.